Hey there! So today I wanted to share some of my January/December favorites and kind of misses, things like that. So I'm just going to jump right in, and to start off, I wanted to talk about a really disappointing product, and it's probably the only kind of trash or disappointing product of this month, and I actually don't even have it with me. I think I left it in my car, but it's the Toothpaste? Yeah, the Toothpaste Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. Now, I heard so much hype about this product, and I was so excited, and I even splurged on it. And I usually never splurge on high-end mascaras, but I was like, you know what? I want something good, and I'm just going to try it. And I was so disappointed. There was absolutely no wow factor. It was just, the bristle was huge, and it was a kind of a dry formula, and it did nothing for my lashes. And I mean, I could just name off a handful of drugstore mascaras that I love way more. The Maybelline Falsies Push Up Angel, which this is one of my favorites for this month. This is a great bottom lash mascara, and I wear it every day on my bottom lashes, and I love it. So definitely give that a try if you're looking for a good bottom lash mascara. And it has a really tiny wand, and it's a one-sided wand, so it kind of just has a stick and then just bristles on one side of it, so it makes it really easy to apply to the lower lash line. And obviously I got waterproof. I get everything in waterproof, but I guess we'll just use that to gateway into the favorites of the month. So there's that. And then, this was a free sample I got in a Sephora order. Actually, it was in store, but I just ordered a full size of it because I loved it so much. It's the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Looks like this. You guys have probably seen it, or you guys have probably gotten it if you order at Sephora, but I instantly fell in love with this. It just leaves your skin so radiant and so glowing, and it just allows your makeup, your foundation, to glide on really nicely, and it just looks like skin when it's on. So I think you can even wear this alone, and it just gives you kind of a glow from within, and I just really liked it. So that was the first time I ever fell in love with a sample size of a product so fast, and I just right off the bat just ordered it. I mean, I have never done that before, and I am so excited to get the full size because I squeezed every last bit out of this, and I even kept this to talk about in this video. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, I'm really excited about too, because I've been wanting to try this for so long, and I've heard so much hype about this, and I finally splurged on it. Well, I kind of got it with a gift card, but now that I've tried it, I would definitely buy it full price. It's the Toothpaste, okay, I need to slow down. It's the Toothpaste Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredient, and skin revivers. I fell in love with this too. So these two I have been loving. So I tried this first, I loved it, and then I was like, let me give this a try. I fell in love with this, and now I'm glad I have this to fall back on, because if I didn't have this one to fall back on, I would have had to go to the store to buy both, because this is a great primer if you have dry skin. Like, I have combination skin, but I always have dry patches, like around my cheek areas right here, or on my chin sometimes. I had a huge issue with my chin this past month, so that was not good, but I tried it several times on days where I had dry patches, and this worked wonders. It absolutely made a huge difference in the way my makeup went on, and I am just so glad I picked this up. So if you've been debating this, or you don't know if you should, go ahead and just try it, and you will not be disappointed, especially if you have dry skin, or just even dry patches every so often. It definitely makes a huge difference. And I'm not someone that ever sees any sort of wow factor in a primer, and I've always been one to use primers, but I've never ever been one to commit to a primer or to be so infatuated or in love with a primer before. So this is something. I really love this. But speaking of primers, I forgot to mention something. just some disappointing, or just one disappointing one that I tried in December. I forgot about this actually because it's been sitting in my drawer because I've been kind of so just not wowed by it. But it's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Primer, and it was Luster Lux. Katie was talking about this and she made it sound like it works magic. But when I put it on, I just felt like it did nothing for my skin. Like, I want to return it, but because I only used it like maybe 3 times, but I threw away the box because I was so certain. I got it during the VIB sale, the 20% off sale. But I was so convinced. I mean, I listened to everything she says, but I was so convinced that I was gonna love it because she said it was magic that I threw the box away before even trying it. I threw the receipt away, and now I'm stuck with it. So I'm gonna keep trying it out and seeing if it grows on me or if things change. I don't know, but for right now, don't get this. It does nothing. But maybe, I don't know. It did nothing for me. But moving on. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and I love this as much as I love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and it's for different reasons. This one, the Pro Matte, is amazing for going out, taking pictures. It photographs beautifully, just flawless. But this one has been really great for daytime wear. It does have SPF, so I wouldn't recommend wearing this out because the flashback would not look good. But this just gives a really nice, radiant, natural finish, but it offers like a medium buildable coverage. So I love that. I hate when there's no buildable coverage, just because I feel like you should have the option to look natural, but also to build it up if you need to, in case you're someone that only uses one foundation, you know? And let's see. Do I have the same shade in both? Oh, the shades are different, and that's what I hate about these foundations. Like, you can never color match. But moving on, been loving this Sephora, what's this called? Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I got it in the shade Custard. I've been really enjoying this. It just offers really good coverage, but it looks natural and skin-like, and it's not cakey. I'm wearing it right now. Let's see. Let's take a look real quick. It just sits really nicely on the skin, and it just gives really good coverage. And I've only tried this out for about a week or so, but I just fell in love with it. So definitely give this a shot if you're inside Sephora next time and you're looking for a new concealer. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about? Oh, I have been in love with this, and this is something that when I first got it, or when I was first looking at swatches and reviews, I was kind of very reluctant to order it because the swatches looked very streaky and the reviews were mixed, and I was like, I don't know if I should get it, but I just went ahead and ordered it, and it's the Toothpaste Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss. And I have just fallen in love with this. I got it in the shade Papa Don't Peach, and this is the darkest one. It's the brownish one. And literally, I'm telling you, ever since I ordered this and it came home, if I am wearing something on my lips that is close to a nude kind of shade family, this is going on top. If I have something on my lips, this is on it as well. I've been wearing this every time I wore a lip product, and because I don't wear both lips on a regular, but when I do wear lip products, it is normally a neutral color, and I throw this on top of everything, and I love it on top of everything. I'm wearing it right now on top of a lipstick, but at first I was very turned off by the smell because it has a very artificial peach smell, but I actually really like it now. I actually just really like the product. It's so comfortable on the lips, and it just feels so hydrating, and it's not long lasting, I will say that, but I don't mind it because it feels so good going on that I don't mind reapplying it. Does that make sense? So if you're hesitant about this, I would definitely check this out. Oh, I'm missing a big thing. I have been obsessed with this blush this month. So same thing with this lip gloss. If I had lip gloss on, it was this lip gloss. If I wore blush, it was this blush. It is the Lorac Buildable Blush in Cinematic, and it's this beautiful, beautiful, just kind of raisin color, and it doesn't look like much in the pan, but it goes on so beautifully, and I kind of use it as like a bronzer shadow, in the sense that I'll contour with a bronzer, and then I'll add this just right above the bronzer in the cheekbones, but just in between the cheek, right in between the chisel and the cheekbone area, and let me tell you, it just works wonders. It just makes you look like you have these beautifully sculpted cheekbones when I don't. And I don't know, I just really like the formulation. It's super pigmented, super buttery. It's like, you don't need to, literally, this is what I do. I literally take my brush, I tap it, I even dust it off, and then I just go in right there, like that. And it just adds so much dimension and warmth to your face. You just look like you're just flushed, you just look like you're glowing. And with the highlight on top, whoo, can't beat that. But I think that is all for my favorites this month. I'm trying to look around to see if I'm missing anything, but I think I'm just going to end it there. So let me know if you guys end up trying out any of these products, and if you have already and you love them as well. And let me know what products I should try out for next month. And hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!